update actually changes quite a few things. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Climate Anomaly season, the brand new update that begins with you being greeted by this rambunctious little fellow chilling at your pickup truck back at base, after which conversing with, he will then go ahead and open you up to essentially the revised headhunting event. And there's also a couple of other things to go over, including new quests in the north, new content in the sewers, new commune rewards, and also a secret little update inside of the laboratory too. So without further ado, welcome all back to another episode of Last Day on Earth, where we have started getting through the Cutthroat's reputation, this cheeky little bugger, and working our way up through this. This is honestly going to be the main pull of the update, so it is in a slight sense a rework of the previous headhunting event, but now there's going to be this season type pass. But here's the thing, right off the bat, dude, I mean, like, the factory parts you get at level 6, like, you know, like, at least on the free-to-play side of things, seem like the main pull. Like, there's a couple of other things here and there, a level 2 Rottweiler at 22 that's kind of cool, but it's a pretty short pass, only 25 levels. If you're premium, Genome, which is pretty sweet, but on the free-to-play side, man, really nothing that crazy going on here, and this is going to be one of the big additions of this update, is going to be the fact that as you go and do your hunting, do your hunting throughout the Anomaly season, you will be collecting these keys that you can then redeem for common Cutthroat and premium Cutthroat crates. Now, when it comes to the prizes, also kind of meh. I don't know, over here on the regular crate, y'all can see, like, there's gonna be some solid things like copper bars, first aid kits, a chance at a tactical backpack, but outside of that, also kind of pretty mids. I mean, the lieutenant card also ain't too bad. And then over here on the premium Cutthroat crate, which essentially for every 1 common Cutthroat crate you open, you will get 1 key. So every 5 common Cutthroat crates you open, you'll be able to open up a premium Cutthroat crate where the prizes are a little bit better. You get some chances at huge amounts of genome, which is pretty sweet. Drone mods, extremely rare mods, a little bit of steel, a little bit of carbon composite, but there are still a couple of things if you're unlucky, like 4 yellow tickets is kind of mad mids, 5 aluminum bars, kind of mad mids, a little bit better, but still, that's gonna be the kind of main changes, in addition to the fact that when you are going on your hunts for these zombies, like right now, we want to go and hunt down the pale zombie, it's gonna give you a bit of a preview, like, hey, their attacks will be causing bleeding and stuff like that. But if you use a specific weapon during the hunt, you actually get a bonus reward. So in this case, it's telling us to use a protector. Let's equip that protector and let's go pale zombie hunting, ladies and gentlemen. The Climate Anomaly is right over here. It's just gonna be appearing as like kind of a random little zone on the map that you'll be able to make your way over to with the unique little looking icon above it. But honestly, content-wise, it seems like pretty freaking similar to the previous headhunting event where you had to go and kind of hunt down zombies like this, and y'all can see over here inside of the little prompt that we've got to kill 5 pale zombies using only the recommended weapons to claim our bonus rewards. So we just got to make sure as we go ahead and make our way through here, it can point us towards these pale zombies. You can get rid of the other zombies the old-fashioned way, using whatever you want, but when it comes to taking down the pale ones, and also in these new zones, also you do got to be careful. I can't recall if this was present in the other zones, but in these zones, they do have like the little grass that zombies can be hidden within, so you do got to be a little bit cautious of that. But over here, let's go and use the protector to take down the pale zombie. And as you can see, utilize the protector means that we will continue to retain that bonus should we be able to get it. But you got to be careful, man. What I have kind of experienced thus far is really the worst of it comes from when you're fighting multiple zombies at once. You can get yourself into a tough situation where you think you're shooting one of the zombies you're supposed to with the, oh, just like that almost happened, that toxic spitter freaking sneaking up on us because they can attack you from 500 miles away. But we should be able to continue taking down these pale zombies over here, and with the last zombie shotgun raining his way to doom, we can go over here to the Anomaly season, claim our prize, and y'all can see that we are going to be getting those 4 extra common keys for that hunt, and that is all coming our way, in addition to some of those contract points, which will be leveling us up in that season pass that we did see. And now we have unlocked the next one, and again, you can get 5 daily contracts a day. Now we're going over to the Groaner. We got to kill 5 of these, and this time we got to use the Resonate janitor to go ahead and collect these keys. Also pretty sweet. I mean, a nice little bonus when this event started. They just give you a free, whatchamacallit, a free full durability protector, which was pretty crazy. At least that's what I got when the event started, which I thought was pretty nifty. But if we make our way back over here, again, it gives you, oh, they actually might have Genesis armor. So like we actually have a reason to be using this. It looks like these groaners might be a little bit more armored than usual. The prizes that we can get for the contract, yada, yada, yada. But then also the other cool thing about these locations is that now they have like some interesting stuff going on with like a little bit of backstory, some notes. I've come across this house fairly recently. The fog is thickening outside, but inside the air seems to get heavier and the radio noise, it's not even hooked up to anything. How is it working? Better not stay here too long. So a little bit of mysterious world building, a little mysterious kind of stuff going on in the background. And the first crate that I opened actually did have a new vinyl inside of it. Kind of just something sweet that you can look forward to. Make sure that you are opening and exploring kind of these locations, because that is another kind of, out of like the main points that I've talked about, you know, it does seem like these zones have gotten slight revamps in the locations themselves. The bosses and the people that you're hunting down still seem pretty similar, but a lot of the stuff around it was sort of the key rework, the contract points rework, the battle pass type thing. Oh my goodness, they're attacking all of us at once. Wait a minute. I was not prepared to fight 3 of those with 200 health, and I honestly didn't even grab the right weapon. All right, I have got the right weapon this time. Let's make our way back into there. Dude, that could have been ugly. Are they just gonna be, okay, they're still gonna be swarming us. Let's go and mow them down and be careful, because yeah, we are already being poisoned. Oh no, that actually did a big number on our arm. Let's make sure that we are doing a little bit of barrel rolling, because I do not want to get hit by that. No, my armor! No! Gosh darn it. Yeah, at least with these guys, you want to be careful, because they can positively obliterate whatever armor you are wearing, and now I need to fight them naked. This is awesome. Naked Star will do his best, I suppose. Where are you, freaking groaners? Fighting the 3 of them at once, kind of bogus, I'm not gonna lie. But you know what, we'll make do. I started this game without any pantalones. Gosh darn it, I can finish it without pantalones. It may have been a while, but I remember my roots, and here we go. Yeah, so these guys also love spitting on me. Guess what? I got no armor to wreck. I should just be fighting these guys naked all the time. Maybe that's the new meta. I got no armor to wreck though, so that's good, because I was having struggle. That's English. I was having struggle getting the way out of their way. You know what? The last couple of sentences, let's pretend that they never happened, because I can't really find a good explanation for them. And here is the final Grona. Let's go and mow him down a little bit extra here. You know what? That's okay. I was just fully expecting to get bombarded by that. The worst part of the spit is just the slowing down, man. I could, like, when I'm naked, I got no armor to lose, but slowing down is a little annoying. And let's go and get that next one. And what do we have now? An acid zombie that we have to use the resonator to take down, and they can also poison the victims. Very well. Do we just keep on doing this naked? Because these guys sound awfully similar to the ones we just fought. YOLO, it's a naked Starathon. Y'all are in for a treat. Let's get cooking. But yeah, long story short, it does appear like the, oh, and another thing that changed as well, I don't know if y'all noticed, the inbox button is no longer a dedicated button. You actually have to go over here and go to your inbox from there. It is no longer like 2 separate things. It's no longer its own separate button. It used to never be its own button. Then they added the button a couple of updates ago, and now it's gone. So just kind of, you know, small little details, small little changes that have also occurred. But again, the big changes to this event from what I have seen is going to be the battle pass, a little bit of a rework with the prizes that you are getting from the crates. We'll go ahead and open up some of those crates as well throughout today and kind of show what you can acquire from them. Hello, acid zombies. Do you guys also do like a similar spitting thing that I got to be careful for? Well, they seem a little bit easier to take down, so that's good. Ooh, and there's a fancy little thing going on in the middle. I either missed this in the last location or just completely whiffed on it, or the last location didn't have it. I don't know, because again, these locations do have a little something interesting going on. A little backstory. It's nothing short of a miracle that we've managed to cross that swamp. We're almost at the port, but the cargo's in bad shape already. Citizen K will rip us a new one. Ooh, and you know what is interesting, man? Citizen K has kind of come back into the spotlight. He's been a reoccurring character for like, since some of the OG seasons in Last Day on Earth. I'm talking years ago, and now we're getting even more backstory. He just showed up in the Northern Island update, kind of directing us to go and fight Concilium, and now apparently from this little note here, he was directing, or he wanted all of this radioactive cargo delivered from the swamp to like the port, I've got to imagine. I don't know, but let's see what kind of loot we got inside of here, because the loot in some of these have kind of surprised me. Okay, I'm not gonna say it's a good surprise, but I got some corn, baby. They were shipping radioactive corn. You gotta be careful, man. Let's go and find the rest of these acid zombies, though, and make our way on to the next one. And again, we just want to try to pick them off. No! Okay, so yeah, as y'all can see, you know what? I meant to do that. I meant to shoot that zombie with that, because y'all can see, even just using one of the wrong type of bullet, and all of a sudden, we get penalized, and we no longer will be getting the bonus. I did not do that on accident. I meant to do that to show what happens when you do it. I am 200 IQ, not 2 IQ. Big brain, not small brain. Get used to it if you're not already, because that's how we function around these parts. We can go ahead and take down the last one there. Let's claim the reward from the Anomaly season, and this time we gotta kill 4 icy chewers, and these guys look like they're going to have icy armor, and they want us to use flare guns to take them down. You know what? I think I can do that. Now, the real question is, yeah, okay, necessary protection. We need a little protection to go into here. We need 15 of the cold protection. Currently, I have 0. Given my lack of clothes. But don't even worry, we got some of the good armor from base. We can make our way here and be completely safe. We got some flare guns to do a little bit of, you know, specific killing, because that is the specific weapon we gotta use. So yeah, essentially a summary of what we have in this update. Bonus rewards for using a specific weapon. You get a free protector, or maybe depending on the first quest you get, whatever gun corresponds to the first quest. But I just so happen to have gotten a protector, one of these, what you call armor-piercing shotguns for free, which honestly might be the highlight of this. And then if you make your way throughout the event, again, you can do 5. They have special little perks associated with them. 5 contracts a day. You also collect these contract points. The contract points let you progress through the battle pass, and the locations tend to have something interesting going on inside of them. More or less, that seems to be the summary of how this event has changed. So at its core, it's still very similar to what it used to be. I really don't think it got like a profound change, especially because from the perspective of like, oh my goodness, dude, they have that much health. Are you kidding me? I hope I have enough flare guns for this, bro. Oh my goodness, 670 health on the chewers. This is insane. Luckily, they're kind of slow, so it's not too hard to be using the flare gun to be taking you down. But this might take me approximately 5.5 years to do, so I'm just going to continue shooting him. And while we are doing that, yeah, that's pretty much the summary of the event. But let me know what y'all think in that comment section down below. I'm definitely curious to hear y'all's thoughts on the revamp of the event, in addition to just in general what y'all do think of the update at large, because there's going to be a couple of more things that we're still going to be covering throughout the video. And honestly, the things that I'm more excited to get into are some of the new aspects of the sewers that have been added in. I'm really excited to go over those, and just in general some new quests that have been added to the northern zones, and a bit of a controversial but secret change to the laboratory. So we'll definitely be making a pit stop over to the laboratory, over to the port, and potentially the northern islands as well. So a lot of changes going on that I would love to hear from y'all in that comment section down below, y'all's thoughts on, and overall what y'all think of the update. Again, I think like with most Last on Earth updates, there's good parts, there's bad parts, and it's kind of debatable potentially if the good parts do outweigh the bad parts, but there are definitely changes to keep an eye out on. And another thing that you should have to go ahead and keep an eye out on is that link at the very tippity top of the description. Starsnipe TV/Starsnipe, where we're live every single Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern time, playing Last on Earth, having a ball, having a blast, live streaming and kicking the weekend off, right? Except actually not this, not this Friday, not July 4th. I'm gonna be away at a lake house celebrating the 4th of July, America. You know, that whole thing. Yeah, doing the whole 4th of July weekend thing. So me and some friends are going to one of our friends' lake houses, hanging out there. So I'm obviously not gonna have access to my streaming setup while there, but we'll be back next Friday and every single Friday from there on out at 6 p.m. Eastern time, playing Last on Earth, having a ball, having a blast over there with the face cam on and with the live chat rolling. If you don't know what time that starts in your own local time zone, twitch.tv/starsnipe/schedule. We'll be able to go ahead and help you out, because time zones can definitely be confusing. I totally get that. I remember back in the day when I would try to watch my favorite streamers and I barely understood the concept of a time zone. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't barely understand it. I just didn't understand it. I'm like, it is 6 o'clock in my time. Why is the stream not live? What do you mean it's not 6 o'clock everywhere in the world? That's crazy. Yeah, it's the thing, okay? But that other link, twitch.tv/Starsnipe/schedule, will be able to go ahead and help you out, because that'll tell you what time that stream starts in your own local time zone. And once you know what time it starts in your own local time, that's the same time that it is starting every single week, same time, same place at 6 p.m. Eastern time. So looking forward to seeing some of you boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen over there. It's an absolutely fantastic way of kicking off an absolutely, hopefully, fan-freaking-tastic weekend that only keeps on getting better from there on out. And it's a bit of a unique flavor of Last Day on Earth. Obviously, y'all get some bonus Last Day on Earth content. You know, your weekly fill of Last Day on Earth. If the YouTube videos are not enough, because I know we upload so many YouTube videos. We used to, I promise. There used to be a lot of content, and then I got a 9-to-5 job and real life responsibilities and stuff. I know, listen, I know, it makes me sad too. But hey, we still try to keep up with some videos when we can, when there's new stuff to go over. And of course, we'll try to keep up with the weekly streams so we can hang out a little bit live, and y'all can actually see my face, see my reactions to the things that are going on. Hang out, literally chat with me live. You can chat straight to my face through the chat, and also interact and chat and just hang out with the community at large, making it for a really fun time and a really fun environment, and hopefully an absolutely fantastic way to kick the weekend off, right? Every single weekend. Boom! We got some more prizes coming our way. Let's take down this last one where we got to worry about our stuff. And you know what? We are going to get naked for this one, okay? I promise I'm not just looking for an excuse to get naked. This is strategic nakedness. I tell you, if there is such a thing, all right? Strategic streaking. I think that's a little bit catchier, but realistically speaking, just strategic nakedness. We'll stick to that. I think it wants us to use, what was it saying? The resonator, if I recall correctly. That is not what I want. I want over here. Anomaly, yes, the resonator. All right, let's go and take down some of these acid zombies and see exactly what's going on. Also, I just realized, my bad, my brain was so focused on getting to the next bounty hunt, I may have not checked out if there was like anything interesting in the middle of like the icy zone. But yeah, for the most part, it does seem like these locations have something interesting in the middle, and sometimes that interesting thing can drop something even more interesting, but so far I've only gotten radioactive corn from this place. But the backstory is a little bit different. I've worked in the laboratory since the day it was founded. I've seen every boss, every genius scientist. Very few still remember the old man with a bucket and a broom, the janitor, but I remember them all. So much dirt and so many bright ideas, but that girl who calls herself Karma has impressed me more than anyone. I hope she's okay. Dun dun dun. Again, it doesn't look like a lot of these locations in this new Anomaly season, man. Build up on some backstory in a very interesting way that I'm very interested to see how it plays out. Get out of here, Toxic Spitter. I really should not have used my resonator on you, but honestly, I'm just trying to kill some things ASAP and start going over the other things that this update has. But first, of course, we'll do a bit of a crate opening. You know, we'll show off some of the new things that we do have access to here. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a man of the people. I know the people want to see what exactly it is that you can get as some of the prizes, which again, it's got potential, man. You can get some solid stuff, and you know, for the most part, like, it's not the most difficult thing in the world, these locations. Like, I'm not gonna lie, especially if you just go out of your way to hunt specifically what you are looking to hunt. It's not at all that bad, and I could pay extra, but I'm not gonna do that. We're just gonna go over here to the crates, and we are gonna be able to open up 2 of the common cutthroat. Hey, 5 copper bars, dude. That's not bad. That essentially, eventually, we can turn into 5 steel bars with a little bit of further processing, and we got 5 rewards and a rare key as well. That brings our total up to 9 rare keys, so we can crack open 1 of the premium cutthroat crates and get the most garbage thing in there. 4 yellow coupons, literally. Like, there's so many good options. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Getting the 1000 genome or even the level 3 Saint Bernard, there's some sweet options, but ultimately luck is a fickle mistress, and today she said not today. But all right, I promised more than just that. Let's go and see exactly what's going on at the commune, because and I quote from the post that was shared on their Discord, and I imagine probably like other places, we've revised the balancing, revised the balancing and rewards in the commune trials. This event may grant you many useful things, such as puppies of various breeds, parts for crafting a boat, ATV, and even a drone, military backpack, infected mutated genome, and many more. And this current iteration of the event is going to be the first time that it is available. So really quickly, I don't really feel like actually doing the commune because nothing has changed about the commune specifically. It is just that the rewards that you can get from the commune have changed. That is really the big thing. It's still going to be like the same like ritual based type dealio, but then if you make your way over here to these stands, the stands look a little bit different, and as you can see, there are some good things you can get here, including I'm not gonna lie, ATV transmissions kind of hype if you're trying to build that ATV. Titanium alloys, obviously genome, purple inspector cards. I mean, these are expensive things, don't get me wrong, but I'm just trying to show off this is what you get access to. So essentially, it's just a bit of an update to the reward system. A stack of thick leather, dude, 5 steel plates, 5 titanium, 5 brick, 10 ash planks. Definitely some solid stuff sprinkled in there if you are able to get your hands on a solid amount of the rewards. But that's enough commune for now, because the commune is, it's a fickle beast as well. Let's go and make our way towards what I am most excited for. Okay, because this is where it gets interesting. Well, here's unfortunately the thing. Currently, we do not have any of the new quests, right? We don't have any of the new quests over here, although here it's saying to destroy the cocoon in the sewer, which is interesting because I don't remember there being a sewer in the Dead Island, so I kind of want to see what that's all about. Free the survivors, that's a new quest, and also help the fishermen. I believe that's a new quest. So we got 3 new quests in the north. They've updated a bunch of new quests in the northern island zone, but actually it is possible for you to get a quest in the sewer system of the port. And while I can't show that off for y'all during the course of me recording this video, I can edit in me doing it live on that live stream that I was talking about, so y'all can see exactly what's going on, because it is essentially us regaining the ability to actually go into like the different sections of the sewer. And the ladders don't collapse behind you. It only opens up one ladder if there is such a quest, a few other things like that I'll go over in the clip. And at least from the one quest that I did, it actually gets you 2 points towards unlocking the Concilium boss battle instead of 1. But really quickly as well, before we do that, there's one other thing that I want to go over. And speaking of the janitor, we did get a little bit of the janitor backstory. Well, the janitor isn't only referenced in the, like, that's not the only way that the janitor is changed or something related to the janitor has happened in this update. This update also has actually entirely changed the janitor trade-in system for better or for worse. Here's the way that it works. Okay, well, it's 1,000% worse if you were ever dropping like the 5 coins to get pretty much something for like almost free. Yeah, it's like 100 coins each now. It's an interesting change. I'm not gonna say this is bad or good, but this specific aspect of it's 3 independent trades. So previously it was like the same stuff and you could pick 1 out of the 3. Now you could actually trade for everything here individually, and like depending, like, I don't know, man, 3 titanium alloy to get like an equalizer. That's kind of rough. 200 caps for some tan fur, like 100 aluminum bars. I don't know, that's kind of rough. 15 woolen fabrics, 10 glass, and 15 oak planks for 12 key cards. That's kind of rough. I'm not gonna lie. These 3 trades the janitor has presented to me, I'm not at all amused. But when we talked to the janitor during the stream, like, one of the deals seemed like kind of decent. Like, I don't remember exactly off the top of my head what it was, but I remember going through and being like, okay, that's not an awful deal. There were still bad deals in there, but it looks pretty hit or miss. So I mean, from the 3 that I saw here, from the 3 that I showed on stream, like, more often than not, it looks like it's a bad deal. And you know, if you're using coins, it's a horrific deal. But every once in a while, if you have extra resources, like, it could still be a good trade. But for the most part, it's interesting to me that this has changed and now it's like 3 independent trades, but pretty much everything's gotten more expensive. It costs more coins, and these trades, for the most part, don't seem great. Maybe once in a blue moon, you'll get something decent from the janitor, but I'm looking at these, man, and 3 titanium alloy and 7 aluminum plates for a single equalizer. I mean, that's a lot of titanium alloy, unless I got a ton of alloy left over for some reason. I don't know, but on to better updates that have occurred inside of the port. Why don't we go and show one of those quests in the sewer? It's not that one. Okay, there we go. Finally, the ladder is open. So, okay, apparently that's like a big thing in the new update is that they finally re-enabled the ladders, and we only go up the ladders for quests that we get assigned for the northern region. And apparently, again, this quest gets us 2 points towards Concilium instead of just 1 point out of like the 15 points you need to unlock him. So that's kind of interesting. All right, though, let's go up this freaking ladder and let's see exactly what the heck is going on. Is this gonna be the same as like what these ladders used to be like, or did they incorporate like entirely new ladders into here? I don't know. It's saying to save the captive, and it wants us to go this way. Is he gonna be in this room? Oh, traitors! Whoa, dude. Okay, whatever happens up in the ladders now are completely different. That's new. We've never had like literal raiders try to kill us in here. So we actually have brand new content in this update. Like there is something new going on, and there's gonna be some more traitors on the other side of this. Let's dispatch them from a distance with our beloved VSS. Oh no, there's gonna be another one freaking shooting at us from behind too, because I smell from 50 miles away at the moment. But that's all right. We just have to continue going this way. Any good loot up in this new location? This new little sewer zone? Oh, actually, yeah, we get some little like northern stuff. That's kind of nifty. Is there gonna be like a little boss in like one of these rooms? That's kind of like what I'm like expecting. Like, oh yeah, okay. So there's the guy we gotta save. We just got a couple more traitors to dispatch. Luckily, they're not very powerful, and they are all the same. 100 health with the kind of mids weapons. I mean, some of them actually have better armor than their counterparts, but then we can save the scientist here, and boom, we got 2 points. Thank you. I almost became a lab rat. And there we have it. One of the supposed new quests that were added in the update to the sewers, and also to the quests of the northern zone. So they kind of go like hand in hand, you know? It is new content in the sewers. It re-enables the ladder sections, and it's a way of doing quests without having to go all the way up to the islands and help you unlock your Concilium boss battles. So actually kind of cool to see some new stuff. That's a pleasant surprise. I actually didn't expect this to really be that's a lot of traitors. Okay, so apparently you can go different ways, and they're trying to beat me to death with hammers. Yeah, so there's like a multiple way. Ooh, that's a nice looking chest. Wait a flippin' minute. Is this the chest that has like the rotors and stuff in it? No. Good chest though. That's actually some solid stuff. I ain't gonna lie, baby. I ain't gonna lie. And let's just take down this traitor right there and continue making our way through. And yeah, like literally this entire floor, not a single zombie, just non-stop traitors. All right. And what do we got? Probably, yeah, 2 more in here. Let's dispatch these guys. VSS breaks, that's all right. I'll kill you medieval style. A little crossbow to the face, a little arrow to the knee. Used to be an adventurer like you. But all right, there we have it. The little northern section. Or not northern section, but one of the new quests in the sewers. And yeah, we're just gonna have to keep on coming back to the sewers and trying to get more of these. I think that's the vibe. And here we go. Let's make our way over. Can I go into the boat, or do I need gas? I need a little bit of gasolina. Let's go and fuel up with enough gas that should be able to get us throughout the course of today pretty much. And then let's make our way into the boat and go and check out some of these new quests in the north, because these quests that are presented here to us are also on the new side. I have experienced the Free the Survivors one before. And honestly, dude, here's the thing. The loot in this one kind of surprised me. Like this quest, at least when I did it, like the people who had these survivors captive were actually dropping their guns. It's not every day that enemies drop their guns, but today's gonna be that day, baby. Let's go and take him out, and you can see he drops like a full durability machete, which I will definitely be taking, thank you very kindly. This guy dropped a partial durability M16. I think that's exactly what they dropped like last time too. Like all in all, like bro, like I'm not gonna lie, these are like decent things being dropped by these raiders. Okay, that's a zip gun. Actually, oh my goodness, he dropped another M16 too, so he didn't even drop what he was using. He dropped a zip gun for some reason. Another M16! Dude, look at this! This is awesome! We're just handing out guns left and right for some these guys aren't even that tough, dude. And these M16s, I mean, they've got some durability on them. They are not completely destroyed. That's solid, and that right there was all of the raiders that you had to fight. None of them were using their M16s to try to shoot at me. They were saving them in their back pocket, and we just got them. And there y'all have it. We just completed that little quest over there, so that is pretty sweet. Really quickly also, why don't we actually go and try to maximize the bang for our buck here, because, you know, little old trick, little old wives' tale, little thing I want to hand down to the people is that you only need, once you're on the islands, you need a certain amount of fuel to leave the port. Once you're on the islands, as long as you have like the tiniest bit of fuel, like you can start driving somewhere and just finish running there. So nifty little trick if you want to save on fuel. Same thing goes for the swamp zone, actually, if you are ever traversing there. And, you know, you might not be doing that now, but you might be in the future, because I'm not gonna lie, little teaser. I don't know this for sure, but, you know, logically speaking, my brain is like, okay, that's definitely what's gonna happen. Probably the next update that we get. The last big update was the winter zone, revamped in this, like, you know, region thing with like a boss at the end. Now we got the northern island zone with the boat revamped into a region. We're probably gonna get the swamp zone with a boss at the end and the ATV revamped into a region of some sorts. So I'm interested to see how that plays out with the next update. Oh no, not a spore spitter. Okay, now we actually got to go and equip a little, oh no, not that guy, get out of here, get out of here. No, good thing we brought a little bit of a spore weaponry. A little bit overkill. Yeah, actually a lot of bit overkill, but you know what? That's the way we roll, baby. And let's go and get that M16 back into action. And let's see where the fisherman is. What do you need, fisherman? Do you need me to fish for some fish? What do you want? I'm being attacked by spore runners and angry people. What did you say? The fish are biting the best at nighttime? Do I just have to protect him? Was I being swarmed by 500 runners out of nowhere? Is that all that's going on? Do I need to, oh my goodness. Yeah, where are all these runners coming from? He's just trying to fish. He's just a little brother trying to fish. Thank you for your help. Your reward's in the chest. Oh, that was it. I just had to go and fend off a couple of those dudes. Easy peasy, lemon, debatably squeezy. And inside of you, a couple of various rewards that, I mean, just have to do with the north. Nothing crazy, but solid stuff, you know, especially the sporicides. Those are a bit of a pain to craft, and they're pretty essential for crafting a lot of things that come with the northern island zone. So kind of cool stuff going on over there. And then let's go and check out the final quest of the day after I put a little gas in my boat. That's another thing I wish that there was, just a little thing that I personal wish of mine is I wish there was a way to do this, like manage your boat inventory on the map so you don't need to go into the zone to do just that. Like, I wish I could access that specific screen from the map. Last day on Earth, devs, if you are listening, please do this little change while I go and try to destroy the cocoon in the sewer. But yeah, imagine there was just a little like boat icon somewhere on the screen that I could click, and it would just take me to that screen, like essentially my inventory screen, just with the other half having the boat, and then I could just kind of manage the boat inventory from the world map. I think that would be pretty nifty, but I don't know, maybe that's just me. Let me know what y'all think about that little suggestion, but more importantly, let me know what y'all think about the update at large. That really is the thing that I am most intrigued in here, and we are going to be going up against a couple of tough speedas today. Yeah, bye-bye. And I already know. Yeah, wait, so where are these sewers that they speak of? Is this like a little new location that got added to this zone? I would also like to loot this without, you know, getting destroyed. What to get rid of? All right, goodbye, corn. I got plenty of you back at home, actually. I'm sorry. I gotta prioritize things. So we gotta get past this spore miasma. Oh, okay, so I guess that's just a typo. We actually don't need to do what it said that we need to do. I'm gonna eat up all this food so I can just start looting that. Yeah, so first off, we're not in the sewers, and second off, we're not destroying cocoons, we're destroying miasmas, which I guess technically are cocoons. Technically. So, also a nifty little trick as well, if y'all don't know, those parasites don't ever attack you, they just blow up when you get close to them, so never waste any durability on them, just like walk right next to them and run away. And that's a nice little way of not having to use any durability on those schmucks. Oh goodness, not the spore spitter! You gotta use durability on that guy. Unfortunately. Hopefully we can sneak past some of these guys. I don't want to fight the bear, dude. I would like to sneak past the bear, not fight him if I don't need to. I just want to go and destroy these cocoons. That's really all that I'm here for. This bloater somehow didn't notice us. Wow. And then we can go straight to, I mean, that's like a full-blown cocoon right there. 800 health. Probably gonna count. It probably just wants us to destroy anything miasma or cocoony that is up around these parts. Oh, get out of here, parasite. I'm trying to destroy your freaking... Oh, interesting. So that doesn't count as a cocoon. This is kind of like a weird glitched quest, it looks like, because it just wants you to destroy miasmas. Cocoons, like, don't seem to matter. But on the bright side, it can at least give us the direction that we should be going, which is always nifty because there's a lot of miasmas. Don't shoot the bear on accident. Okay, good. There's a bear right there. Oh, that's not a bear. That's a parasite. Hello, parasite. Let's go and get you out of here. Let's get your little brother out of there too. That guy I'm actually gonna have to fight. Take him out safely from a distance. And yeah, again, the thing I love about being on quests like this is that it does literally point us in the direction we gotta go. Oh no, wait, that's a spore bear right there. Actually, it would appear to be a couple of spore bears. No, thank you. I'm just trying to, you know, destroy these miasmas. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And the last one. Oh no, no, no. Okay, we gotta do a tussle with a bear. I thought I could avoid this. I couldn't. It was destined to be. Ah! All right. And now we have like 5 parasites coming after us, and potentially another bear. No, just a bunch of parasites. Cool, 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 cool. Now, once those guys are all done, I'd like to go back and like actually loot up what the bear dropped, because I mean he does drop some goods. Thank you. I'll take 7 of those hides. And yeah, the last cocoon's gonna be downsabouts this way, tucked away into like the freaking corner, man. Oh no, 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 not 2 spitters, not 2 spitters. Oh, oh, oh no, I'm getting very infected. I'm about to get a debilitating cough. Okay, we're good. That could have been bad, but it was okay. And the final miasma, at which point the quest is completed. And there y'all have it. A little taste of the new quests, the new headhunting event, the new janitor interface, and even some of the new commune rewards that are kind of the cornerstone of this update. You know, all things considered, definitely more of a minor update than some of the updates that we've gotten in the past. But also we did just get a pretty major update in the form of the northern zone that we are literally currently in right now. If I had to guess, timing-wise, my money is on right around wintertime, us getting the next zone unlocked in the form of the swamp. I know the swamp's already unlocked, but you know, kind of a swamp revamp that turns it into a zone like this with some sort of a boss at the end that makes it easier to get your hands on the ATV in the first place and adds in some more functionalities, some more Genesis ways of getting Genesis points, and also more Genesis related rewards, maybe some sort of new dog, you know, all sorts of goodies like that. So definitely some interesting things, if I had to guess, on the horizon, and maybe some smaller, more fun updates along the way. I mean, you know, well, we'll see. Probably some events too, and all that. Time will tell. We shall see. Best to start wrapping up for now. Thank you guys a whole ton of watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. See ya.